Exciting week for Poundcake. He got a haircut. He got a...
Still think you should have left it a little longer on top.
I told him to.
You don't grow back.
I know.
Was this the guy from Jordan?
No, I don't think he ever came back.
He never came
Poor guy.
I don't want to cut Poundcake's hair any longer.
No, he went ghost. I hit him up, and I don't know if his number, maybe he just blocked my number, but like I would always text him before, like, hey, how many heads you got in the shop? Because, you know, I want to come through. No reply. And the last time I texted him was like a couple months ago because I needed a haircut. And
Never heard back.
Yeah, no. It said delivered, so it didn't say blocked or like rejected or anything like that. Just never heard anything back. And he was my guy. Like, he knew my kitchen inside and out. I didn't have to tell him how I wanted my hair cut. He knew.
Your kitchen is your hair.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And last time I saw him, it was right before COVID. This was March of, or maybe February of 2020. He's like, oh, I haven't been home in forever. He's like, I'm just going to take a long vacation. 6 weeks going back to see my family. Oh, he was like, so don't need your haircut for 6 weeks. I'm like, it's fine. Like, I can go somewhere else for 6 weeks if I need it. And COVID hit. And that was the last time I saw him. So cherish your barbers, guys. You never know when you might see him again.
Cherish your barbers.
Oh, I loved him. He was cute. He was nice. He was okay with the whole gay thing. And he was Jordanian.
Are there barbers who aren't okay? What do you mean he was okay with the gay thing?
Well, someone from Jordan, I would think, would have some prejudice against that.
I mean, there are gay people in Jordan.
But not out.
Maybe.
No. Not in Jordan.
Why? I don't know that Jordan is like those other... Jordan is still like a staunch ally of ours, I think. I don't know that Jordan falls into the same category as some of those like Taliban countries.
Okay, well...
I mean, I could be wrong, but...
I don't know. I feel like Jordan,
Queen Noor,
Saudi Arabia, and all of those countries over there are mainly alike.
Well, that's not necessarily true. That's kind of the point I'm trying to make. Is that a guy from Jordan might not have... I mean, look, their almonds are delicious. Mm-hmm. If you like pastel colors and if you don't have any kind of nut allergy situation, you can't go wrong. So was this a new person you went to then?
Yeah, I went to my brother's barber out in Lorraine.
First time?
No, I've been there a couple times, but like I get the same haircut every time I go there. And Bill, because I was talking about my receding hairline, I was like, I don't want to get it cut because it's just going to make it it's going to make me realize how bald I am or how bald I'm getting. He's like, well, you should leave a little something on the top. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. I have gotten my hair cut the same way since high school. Just get it maybe 2, 1.5 if I'm feeling jazzy. And I've always gotten it like that. I was like, maybe I should just get it styled. I have really good hair on top when it grows, and it would make me look less bald. And I told him this exact story. And he's like, yeah, I could leave a little something on the top. He's like, why don't we get a shadow fade? And I'm like, well, what's that? He was like, well, it's shaved on all the sides, and you just get like a little something on the top. I was like, okay, that's fine.
A little height.
And the first swipe he did was
just like took it all off
on the top. So at that point, I'm like,
why did he do that if he just got done telling you what he was going to do? Why did he do that?
I don't know if that was a part of the haircut or he just forgot what he was going to do.
He forgot 2 seconds after he talked to you about it?
I mean, it wasn't exactly 2 seconds, but he was like, okay, this is what we're going to do. And he's putting this
Did you clench up or did you say anything? A lot of people don't want to say something after they get a bad haircut.
It was too late.
I understand.
It's not a bad haircut. I don't dislike it, but it's not what
he said he was going to do.
Yeah, and by that time, it's too late. I'm like, okay, well, there's always next time.
It'll grow back.
And guys' haircuts, isn't it like $20 out the door? Like tip and everything included?
Yeah, not mine, but they can be, sure. If you go to like one of these
like a barbershop
strip mall place, well, I don't know where he goes, but is it like a barbershop?
It's a barbershop.
Yeah.
So it's like $20, right?
Yep.
When I get my hair done and it's $140, it better look exactly how I want it to look.
When my hair was long and I was still getting it colored, it was very expensive.
Yeah, and I go in there and I'm like, this is what we want. We talk about it, show pictures. And then, I mean, if it's not exactly 100% yes, perfect, there's a little thing like, whatever, okay, that's fine, I like it. But if I'm unhappy...
But if they just immediately
chop 6 inches off half
thing
my
that
head.
you told them not to do.
Yeah.
It was very odd because I'm just like, okay, well, I'm curious to see how this is going to look. And he said, clink.
Clink.
And I was like, does he know? I was like, should I remind him? It's too late now, right?
Yeah, it's too late.
I'm
The hair's
thinking in my
gone.
head, I'm just going to let him see what he's going to do. Because worst case scenario, I'll just have him shave it all off and take it down. I was like, maybe he's like shaving the side of it. I don't know what I tried to justify it in my mind what he was going to do.
I still think you should shave your head and grow a goatee.
No, I don't want to.
Montel?
Are you averse to butching up, or does that have anything to do with it?
That has nothing to do with it. I just don't want to.
You don't want that? Okay.
I think as it grows out, like let it get a little longer on top, and then keep the sides short, but let the top get a little length on it.
Yeah, I was totally
kid and play.
Yeah.
I was totally fine with that because my hair is thick. If you get over my receding hairline, everything else, it's grown, it's there, it's thick. That's why I'm opposed to shaving my head because I still have good hair. I'm not like the guy off of Impractical Jokers where he has
he's got the little circle
3 strands hanging on for dear
The
life.
little puff at the front.
Oh,
My hair is not like that at all. So I'm grateful for at least I don't have that because when it grows in, you can't tell that it's receding unless I get it shut.
That's what my dentist told me about my teeth. He was like,
They were receding?
Yes. No, he was like, you have nice, strong teeth. They're just all over the place. Like, if we can straighten them. The
We've
base
got to corral
material
them.
is good, right?
Yeah, we've got to corral them
It's
into
coating.
one place.
The base material is good. We can work with this,
Yeah.
you know?
And it's weird because like my brother, he has my mom's hair, so his hair is real thick. And
Does she ever want it back?
He captured it in
my
the
brother
night.
has
He's
very-
got his mom's tracks.
he has very ethnic hair, and I have my
His is curly and yours is straight.
What do you mean ethnic hair?
my brother's hair is more of ethnic race. I don't. It's thicker.
It's more traditional.
What does that mean? It's
Afro
curly? It's like
type hair.
No, my hair would be more so curly. Ryan's hair is straight, and he
Really? Yours is pretty straight though.
You have not seen it long. I had
you should
hair.
let it get long.
I had hair like the only thing I can compare it to is like Corbin Blue from High School
Oh,
Musical.
really?
It gets long and it gets curly.
That's pretty, though. I love
had
that
it like
hair.
my junior year of high school because I got lazy one summer and it grew really, really fast. But my brother could always get his hair braided. He could always get his hair braided, and because I wanted to be like my brother, and I wanted to harness the half black that I am. I was like, oh, well, he's getting his hair braided. Let me get my hair braided, too. I look like, who's that crazy guy with all the colors in his mouth that Katy Perry used to date?
Oh, Jesus.
Russell Brand?
Not Russell Brand. He's like a rapper.
Oh.
Anyways.
I don't know.
But I looked super ridiculous. A white boy with braids. It fell out. Like the braids, no matter how tight she made them, my hair was not able to be braided because it was so white. And I was like, wow. So I never got braids after that. I never tried to make myself look ethnic. I just said screw it.
The rapper you're trying to think of that she dated, his name's John Mayer.
No.
Isn't he a rapper?
Riff Raff. That's who it was.
She dated Riff Raff?
Yeah, she dated Riff Raff.
Wow.
She dated Riff.
What happened to that guy?
She dated all types of people. Riff Raff.
Huh.
That's what I was thinking. My hair looked like Riff Raff.
Riff Raff.
He probably has an OnlyFans now, too.
Yeah. As long as it doesn't look like Riff Raff from Rocky Horror. Am I right? Because
Never saw it.
You've never seen the Rocky Horror Picture Show?
I haven't
I have
either.
not. No.
Really?
We talked about this.
Did we?
Yep.
Really?
Because you told me I thought
I
you would
was.
be someone who was really into that.
Really?
And I was saying how it was all the weird theater kids in high school who went
Theater kids.
and did like the celebration of it.
Celebration.
Throwing bread or toast or whatever.
Yeah, toast.
Damn it, Janet.
Damn it, Janet. Alan, you talk about never wanting to retire. Aren't there other things you would like to do? Says a texter.
You don't have to retire to do them, though, do you?
He doesn't have time to chase a toddler, right?
Well,
He doesn't have time to do it.
I
toddler
don't
anymore.
My time all goes to this and my child and my wife. Look, I've done a lot of things over the course of my career. I started doing stand-up in college and got into radio a few years after that, and I've done television along the way, and I've acted in a few things, but this is what I'm best at. So, yeah, if I can do this until I keel over, that's what I'll do. Well, am I going to learn to fish?
It's a scam.
PH.
That's right. I'm going to learn to PHISH. I'd like to play the drums more, but I mean that's
Start an old man band.
that's been reduced to a hobby basically, as opposed to a vocation. So I love doing that. I don't have the time.
Yeah, and do a Steely Dan cover band.
Yeah!
Dealey Stan.
There's already one. I think FM is Northeast Ohio's premier Steely Dan cover band.
I like Dealey Stan.
Dealey Stan. So, I don't have a book in me. You hear that a lot. I have a book. These radio guys write these books, and they end up being 150 pages long.
Is that not long enough?
I mean, the only people who care are the listeners, and they've already heard all your stories on the show.
But people only know what you tell them, Alan. So why not do it? Tell-all, uncover.
They don't have broad appeal, right? Like Charles Ramsey was famous for 15 minutes, and his book is longer than John Lanigan's, who was in radio for 50 years. These guys are like, I'm going to write a book, and then it's mostly pictures, with all due respect to Lanigan, but you take my point. So, no, I don't have a book in me. If you're anybody who's fortunate enough to be in any part of showbiz, if you are among the sliver of people who've had any success with longevity, or if you've had a lucrative career, why would you ever leave? To go do something that everyone else is doing?
Listen, not everybody's drumming for Dealey Stan. You could really make a name for yourself.
No thanks.
By the way, here's the catch with this band.
Most people in this biz don't get to choose when they're done.
Yeah.
Right.
They go, hey, you're done. And so,
with Dealey Stan, just drummers.
It's all drummers.
That's called the Allman Brothers. That already exists. The Almond Brothers. They came from Jordan, and they were very, very popular. The drums were all pastel. Looked like a Beach Boys tribute band. Well, Dealey Stan could be. Who knows? That could be something.
You have no Lowe's aspirations? No old man hardware part-time greeter jobs?
Nope. Nope.
What about a wheelman?
Yeah, you make wheels.
No. You start doing heists. And you're
like Baby Driver, but I'm old.
How many wheels would he have on his car, though?
Octogenarian driver. How many wheels would I have on my car?
Start with 4, but then things go wrong.
Well, that's when he's going around the curve.
3 wheels.
Yeah. One comes off.
What?
1 wheel.
Right. Anyway, thank you for the question. There's my brief answer.
You wouldn't go on a what's the word I'm looking for? Inspirational speaking tour?
On a what?
Where you what are those called? Where people like an inspirational speaker?
I'm not an inspiration.
Do you think he's an inspirational speaker?
But you could be.
No, he's the opposite.
You could go on tour to colleges.
He's too.
Who would I? What would I?
You could be the opposite. I love that idea of you just being like,
inspirational
listen, a lot of the things that
demotivational speaker.
Yes, motivational. That's the word I wanted.
A demotivational speaker.
Yes. Do not drop out of college. That could be your whole thing.
There are people with talent. You're not one of them.
Don't believe in yourself. No one else is going to do it. Just go to your 9 to 5 and hate your wife.
You're not
hate your wife.
That's all you got to do.
You could apply yourself all you want. It's not going to work.
Listen, you make minimum wage and then the potato chip companies lie to you and you die. That's all there is to it.
Don't get me started on lightly salted.
That could be the name of it, Lightly Salted.
Lightly Salted with Alan Cox. I'm not saying I couldn't do those things. I have no aspirations of doing those things.
Right.
That's not a second act for me, is what I'm saying. I like traveling, but that's not a job.
Could be.
Start
a TikTok.
But it doesn't have to be a job. You can just retire and travel.
I don't want to retire.
But,
We don't want you to retire.
You don't get to choose.
I still got a kid, too. It's not like I don't have $5 million in the bank.
Okay,
not
all
with that
right,
attitude.
yeah, please. Let him.
Not according to Celebrity
He's
Net Worth.
trying to be Joe relates to the people over here and
when have I ever related to the people?
93
That's got nothing to
million.
do with my income.
look it up.
Yeah.
Look it up.
93 million.
His big fancy mansion in Bay Village.
I've
Yeah,
seen
my
it.
big fancy
9-car
mansion.
garage.
Yeah.
They make those.
Filled.
Huh?
Filled.
It's a 9-car garage with 2 cars.
Four escapes.
It's all Ford Fusions.
Yeah.
I have a
same color,
fleet
too.
of Ford Fusions. Alan, I've got it. The Kettering Drumming Society.
Yes.
Boom.
There you go. Well, maybe, no, listen, Dick will be long dead by the time I retire. God willing.
Unless he's going to be one of those sea turtle men who lives to be like 109 or whatever.
Biologically immortal, like a
Yeah.
lobster.
Right.
He's just swimming around in a tank with his hands in rubber bands. No, I don't. Dick called last week, and he's a couple of weeks into his retirement. Last day of last year was when he was hanging up the apron over there at Lowe's. I wonder if they've got, I don't know if I asked him this, but it wouldn't be obviously a memorial plaque because he's not dead. But I wonder if they have like the equivalent thereov in the
Like a
break
tribute?
room, like a Dick, like a photo of him.
Something honoring him, yeah.
Yeah, if they have like a Dick plaque.
Man, if I had a
Which
plaque.
sounds like something that, you'd want to get checked out. But
Yeah, you want to go to Dr. Berglund for that.
there you go. But nevertheless, something. So anyway, a short story long. There's my answer to your question.
I would get into whittling. The original.
Wiggling or whittling?
Wiggling and whittling.
Whittling while wiggling.
Bill Squire, the Wigglin' Whittler.
The Wiggling Whittler.
Yep.
And he would
The,
show up to that song. It would be his entrance music where he'd go, whittle, 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 whittle.
The 3D printing of the before times.
Yeah. I whittled you this meat.
3D whittled you some meat.
Do you know what whittling is? It looks like a chicken leg.
Yeah.
But it's wood.
Because that's what they're doing now. They're 3D printing meat.
Yeah.
Whittle me some meat.
Who took my jerky knife? The knife that cuts your jerky? That's a knife made out of jerky. Son of a bitch. We were clicking around over the weekend trying to find a cartoon that we would like and that our daughter would, other than like a Disney show, right?
Yeah.
And so we're clicking around, and I thought, King of the Hill. Let's go back to King of the Hill. It's probably a little bit over her head.
That's a little dry for, I feel.
It is dry for me. I went back. I was like, man, I do not recall King of the Hill. I didn't enjoy it as much as I remember enjoying King of the Hill.
I used to love that.
It's very dry,
I was
isn't
young,
it?
though. I was probably 8 or 9. I know she's only going to be 6.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. We just got,
What breaking news? What happened?
This is from a customer named Cooper,
Breaking news?
and he plays with the 216 sticks. They do the
Still
Kev stuff.
so upset it's not called 216 sticks.
Me too. So is he. We talked about this before. But he has sent us a group message, and he has invited Alan to do a performance with them.
What is 216 sticks?
They play.
It's a drum line at the Cavs game.
Yeah.
I'm not a drumline drummer. That's a very specific thing. That's like
Bucket drumming.
Well, he's offering to say, hey, you could do this at the NBA All-Star game. And I think you absolutely have to take him up on that. That'd be so cool.
On the court banging around during the dunk contest.
Yeah.
Helen.
What does this have to do with a question about retirement?
I don't know.
By the way,
he just said you said you wanted to drum more. And he's making that connection.
I appreciate. Thank you. That's very kind, but that's not what I was talking about.
Well,
Alan will go and drum, and I'll do a cheer routine with the girls, and we can all relive our
Want to see Mary's spleen pop out of her body?
all of our glory days. No crop tops, though. No crop tops. For Alan, I'll wear one.
I will
Alan.
absolutely wear a crop top. I want to show off my 2022 belly.
He said most
Look
of
at
them.
my belly!
He said most of them aren't drumline drummers. They play buckets and trash cans, and it's a blast.
Oh, so it's more like
Stomp.
bring in Denoise, bring in
yeah,
defunk.
like
Stomp.
style stuff.
All right. Well, I'll thank you. I appreciate that.
Email, send Alan an email, alan@alancoxshow.com.
There
I
you
think you should
go.
do it.
What's that Doug song? Banging on a trash can, stomping in a streetlight. What's from
I
that
don't know
show,
what you're
Doug?
talking. Oh, I don't know.
Doug's song is do 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 do.
No, but they like banging on a trash. Cody, anything? Doug?
I know what you're talking about. I don't remember the name of it.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Hey, Jake.
Hey, good evening.
What's going on?
It's uncanny. Hey, good evening. It's uncanny. When I was on hold, I was going to talk to you about how whenever I see names, especially sports names, I like to spoonerize them, and then you guys start talking about Dealey Stan. Which
Yeah,
is
right.
a crazy coincidence. But two of my favorite, like spoonerizing a couple of sports names, you can get like Potty Skippin' or Barry Lurd.
Yeah.
But in any event, I just learned from you that Taco Fall's not with the team, which is lamentable. But, the pre-World War II baseball is a treasure trove for great names. And I'm not talking nicknames, like real names, and I got a couple for you.
Yep.
There's a pitcher in the 30s and 40s for the Dodgers and Giants, and he was an all-star. His name was Van Lingle Mungo.
Yeah. It came from a long line of Lingle Mungos, probably.
Indeed. And there's Urban Shocker,
Yeah.
real name. Orville Overall.
That's what Meyer was trying to give that girl in the bar, was the urban
The
shocker.
urban shocker.
Yeah.
And the last one, it sounds like something that you can get on disability for, epirixia. I got to get on disability.
I got
My
apyrexia.
epirexia.
Right.
Apyrixia's
Acting up.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, Jake.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Jake with some spoonerisms and malaprops and the whole bit. Thank you, Jake. Appreciate it. I got to take a break. You want to get the last word in, shoot me a text, 35192 to do that. Next chance for you to grab yourself $1,000 is coming up at 6:30. You can go fund yourself once more.